I really turned to Bri to help me walk through what this looked like for me. Why was I so uncomfortable and where I was at? And all of the things led me to this huge path of discovery and starting my own business. That vision of what I have, of where I will be 3 to 5 years from now, where I will be 15 years from now, is pretty incredible. And I didn't necessarily have that before. And it looked totally different from what I thought I should be wanting in my future. You've been such a huge blessing in my life. I mean, you are so inspiring, and I don't want to cry, but your belief in people, just, it means so much to have someone be your biggest cheerleader. Yeah, it means a lot.
I knew that there was a next level of myself and my business that I wasn't capable of achieving on my own, and I fully trusted it and connected with Bri in such a way that I couldn't not. I had to say yes. If you're thinking of hiring Bri, all I can say is just fucking do it.
When I started working with her, I thought that she was going to help me get riches in my business. And what ended up happening is that not only did I get riches in my business, but I also developed riches in my entire life. It was the best learning experience in my life so far, ever. And I have this newfound sense of abundance and confidence and just amazingness. I can't say enough good things about Bri. Bri, huge shout out to you. I love you, and thank you so much for all the work that you do, that you did for me, and for all the work that you do for all those women out there who follow you. I can't say how much I appreciate you.
I knew that I was going into this part of my life where the stakes were much higher. And I knew that I needed someone who could hold me accountable. I needed someone who was gonna call me on my shit. And I needed someone who was going to, when I fell down, could help me to take a step back and take that 10,000 foot view to help me get back on track faster. If I was talking to an entrepreneur about this program, which I have, by the way, I would strongly recommend this, because being an entrepreneur, if nothing else, tests who you are or who you think you are at your core. And if you are wavering at all, that's going to bleed into your business and your ability to have the success that you want to have or not. You know, I'll just say this. For people who are considering something like this or feel like they need some support, I really strongly recommend for people to take advantage of this. I mean, this program came to me at a time where I was really excited and I had a lot of momentum, and I knew that I needed some additional strength in the background to keep me going, because I knew that challenges were coming and that things were going to get a hell of a lot harder than they already were. And that if I did not have the support that I had in this program, not only from Bri, but from the other women who are going through this program, having that support system is priceless. So I really am so thankful for this experience, and I encourage anyone who's on the fence and needing some additional strength to take advantage of this.
Bri gives you the tools that will allow you to take your business to the next level without stress, without overworking. In fact, being able to underwork, right? With less effort, to be confident in what you're putting out there. And she really teaches you how to trust the universe and know that there is no failure. Like, anything that happens for a reason. Like, it used to be that I'd panic. I'm not going to get new clients. And then it was, oh my God, I have too many clients. And now I never worry about new clients, ever. I never, ever panic that there isn't going to be more business. I've pretty much doubled my income. So I'm coming from a very different place. I'm coming from a place of power. You're someone that becomes your students, for lack of a better word, you become their ally. And that's really important because to be able to do this kind of work, you do need to feel like you're supported. And you provide that.
It's interesting because the first conversation I had with Bri scared the shit out of me. And she had said, what if you could make this amount of money in this year? What would be possible for you? And I hadn't even thought about that. Like, what would I do if my business actually was successful and I actually made money in my business? I don't know. And it really scared the shit out of me. And that I knew that I had to work with her. What prompted me to invest in Bri was that she was really willing to listen and to know, like, what did I want for my business and where did I want to take it and what did I feel comfortable with and what did I not feel comfortable with. She was willing to just meet me where I was at and guide me through what I needed for my business, and didn't give me this very strict, controlling, step-by-step process to build a business. I would say that Bri has been doing this for 12 plus years, helping other people, but also creating her own business from the ground up. She can be trusted as someone who knows what she's doing, but also too, Bri is not just going to give you a step-by-step guide to $10,000 or some gimmicky thing. She is literally there to meet you where you're at, to see what you can do for your business and like amplify your strengths and focus on those things and give you different strategies that align with who you are, that are unique to you, so that whatever you're doing to grow your business feels so good and you're taking places from that really aligned heart center space. Working with Bri has been, like I said, literally life-changing. You have to do it.
If you're thinking about working with Bri, stop thinking and start working with her, because the sooner you start, the sooner changes happen. I noticed changing in my thinking straight after our first call. Bri asks the kind of questions that you might get asked and then you push to the side. And Bri doesn't let you push things to the side. She keeps asking those questions in a slightly different way, challenging you to expand and grow and step into the discomfort, which you then realize actually isn't discomfort at all. It's actually where you want to be. And so you should have stepped sooner. So if you're thinking about it, start it, do it.
I knew that I had a vision within me and a business that I wanted to create, but I really wasn't sure how I was going to get there and the certain steps I was going to take to create this business. So I trusted her, and I have shed so many layers of myself that I feel like I've been completely reborn into the real Laura Kelly. I feel like I found my authentic self, and I also am very excited every day that I wake up to the life that I've created. I don't know if I could have gotten here if it wasn't for Bri. And if you have a sense within yourself and your intuition is saying yes, I highly recommend Bri. She knows how to get there. She guides the way. She helps you with all her tools that she provides. She's the real deal. I absolutely am so grateful that I met Bri.
I don't want to work for corporate America. I don't want to work for a school. I don't want to be somebody's secretary for the rest of my life. I'm just deciding that at 51 that I'm taking it all back. I get to run my life. So I hired Bri as my coach, and I've worked with you probably 4 or 5 other times when you do your free 1 week giveaway stuff. And I would listen to you on my walks at lunchtime. And each time I did that, my energy toward my business grew and grew and grew. And I already knew that when I was working with you, doing the things that you were, showing us to do, it was working. So for me, I feel like the 2 smartest things I did was quit my job and hire you. So, and yes, I absolutely return on investment tenfold, worth every penny. And I keep encouraging people to find you.
I needed to try something that I'd never tried before to snap myself out of it and figure out what that path was. Oh my gosh, everything in my life has changed. Like, no joke. Moved to a city. I'd always wanted to live in the city. Started pursuing my writing more seriously. I'm becoming an editor on top of it. And I think it's brought to life things that already existed in me, but I just didn't believe that I deserved to do those things, or that I was actually capable. So it gave me more confidence to move into that and trust that I could actually do whatever it is I wanted to do.
I definitely didn't think I would ever be an entrepreneur when I started working with Bri. Through the process of actually going through the modules and doing the deep dive into myself and the reflection of who I am and where I'm at, the opportunity presented itself for something that interests me to start my own business. And with the work that I did with Bri, it really helped open me up to the idea of I'm capable of doing this. And it's something that is my passion, I'm interested in. It leads me to greater passions about where I see myself in the future. Now I've started my own business and I'm in that evolution for the last 6-7 months. The thing that surprised me the most is just the level of commitment to myself expanded, and that through the help of somebody like yourself, Bri, enabled me to really learn and investigate myself and unblock myself, and that's possible for me. I would spend the money over and over again to get what I got out of working with Bri. If you're on the fence, why not take the leap and do something different than you've done before and invest the time and the money in yourself and put the work in to evolve yourself? I just love you. It's the endless possibilities I see for myself and what I want to create. It's just amazing.
The biggest benefit that I got out of coaching with Bri was her helping me get ready to take the big leaps that I want to take in life. If you look at my life now, from where it was a year ago, it's almost completely changed. I'm making almost double the amount of money that I was making before I started working with Bri in all walks of my life. I moved to this like really amazing house that I live in. I'm doing more producing projects that I wanted. I got to do a couple amazing acting gigs. She helped me graduate to the next level. I would say to someone who's thinking about working with Bri, you should do it. It's definitely exciting and fun. It's challenging. She's gonna push you in ways that people have probably never pushed you before. But the best part about it all is that the entire time, her and her community of really supportive women are gonna be there with you to help you on that path.
This sort of fell on my lap at the right time. It was right after I had quit my job. It was when I was looking to look into myself. So I said, you know what? It's really scary. I'm unemployed at the moment. I do want to sign up though. After I had my call with Bri, I said yes and hung up the phone, but then got really scared. So I sat there, turned on a nature documentary and ate a pint of ice cream to calm myself down. And then after that, I said, you know what, Bri, I want to go all the way in. So let me just pay everything up front. I want to invest in myself, discover myself further. It was not only meeting with Bri every week and chatting with her and getting her wisdom, but also the community of ladies I really found encouraging, inspiring, and amazing. And being in a community where a lot of like-minded people are, that really was a big push for me as well. So it definitely was well worth the money and the time. If you are an entrepreneur looking to take a course with Bri, I would definitely say take a leap of faith, do yourself a favor, invest in yourself, and see where it goes.
I basically had a bunch of lies that I believed about myself with money and really creativity, and about whether or not I could even just make money doing what it is that I love. And I think the biggest shift for me was like realizing, no, like I don't have to believe what the world tells me to believe. I can do what I want to do and still make money doing it. I just might have to be a little creative with how I go about doing it. And that for me was like a really big shift, accepting that I could essentially make money doing what it was that I wanted to do in the first place.
I guess the biggest thing that has happened is that I'm not stuck anymore, right? I'm actually very much doing things now and taking action. I still feel freaked out. I still feel doubt and fear, totally, but I am also taking the actions and I am starting a business, and I am signing on for this course, and we are doing IVF, and like all these things are rolling on now in a way that they really weren't. The coaching program was a kind of repair process for me. I've discovered that support that I had every week and having calls every week in the group was super valuable for me. You have this combination, I think, of a lot of spirituality, which is something that I'd never allowed myself to explore much of, but knew that I needed. But at the same time, you're also super practical and super down to earth and very much action and business and reality. If you are thinking of investing in yourself in this way to get support, I really think it is really, really important to do something like that to help yourself, for sure.
You just provide so many resources. And first of all, it's not just like a program to help you grow your business, and it's not just a program to help you with your personal development either. It mixes the two, and that's how you have to do it, in my opinion, in order to have growth that will last and is sustainable. If you don't do the personal work, then it doesn't matter how much you go out and push and try to grow your business if your personal development can't sustain it either. So that's why I think it is so important to have someone that you're accountable to have someone that's checking in on you, and also being able to spend time listening and talking to the other people that are in the program was very valuable. The weekly calls, even if I wasn't on them, I can go back and listen to them. And a lot of what other people are encountering is just the same things that I'm encountering.
While I want to say a lot of the growth was really good, it's also uncomfortable. And so I think a lot of entrepreneurs and even business owners don't want to look at those things that are uncomfortable. You know, it's easier to sweep under the rug. So it was a really positive environment where I could show up and just say, you know, I'm not in a great space. How do I get through this? And, you know, with your support and the other women in the group or people in the group, we were able to kind of figure out how to do it rather than, you know, just kind of put a Band-Aid on it and move forward. Ultimately, you have to think about who do you want to be from, you know, a year from now, from 2 years from now, and how bettering yourself will get you there faster. So anyone who is considering a course or considering, you know, working closely with Bri and the group that she offers, you know, you're going to get your investment back no matter what, depending on the work you put in. But, you know, you have to trust that inner gut of saying, this is a direction I need to go in order to better myself.
A month into working with Bri, I hit a new rank in my company that I had actually fallen so far back from. I thought that it would never happen, and it just did. And that was almost like, it felt magical to me. And I realized it wasn't magic, it was me making this shift and doing things differently. But then my husband started to say things like, well, you just manifested yourself $10. And that he's a very serious guy. So for him to start making kind of like jokes about that and would be like, hey, this would be a good affirmation for you. And him starting to also be part of my vision in a way that I didn't think was going to be, has been huge. Ask yourself, you know, do I really want my dream? Because if I really want my dream and I've been working on it for like even 6 months and I'm not getting anywhere and I'm still exactly where I was, then I'm not doing something right. And as long as like hearing Bri's voice and hearing her way of teaching stuff resonates with you on any level, then it's time to take that leap and believe that you're going to be flying at the end of it, because you will.
Some of the best things have been the whole thinking of my future self and spending time meeting my future self, and then how that will influence what I'm doing today. What I tell anyone who is thinking about this, if you have a chance, just do it.
I was looking for clarity, and I've been really looking for my tribe. I needed guidance and a path, and that's what Bri helped me find.
What I would say to anybody thinking about it is not to think about it and just to do it. Jump right in. It's worth it.